Now, what does this phone call between President Stubb and Erdogan signal about the current state of Türkiye-Finland relations, especially after tensions around NATO enlargement?
Yeah, the diplomatic efforts regarding the Ukraine war has been quite intensified in recent days, given the talks between the United and Russia and the United States and Europe. And in these efforts, I would say Turkey is an important actor, is a pivotal country, and President Erdogan holds many phone calls and many diplomatic contacts in recent days, and I would say the call traffic has been quite intensive as well. And the call from the Finland's president is no exception in that regard, I would say. Of course, many issues has been discussed during this call, from the war in Ukraine to the bilateral relations and the trade volume between these two countries. But as you know, the war in Ukraine was the central theme in this phone call, I would say. And Turkey is doing its best in bringing peace in the war of Ukraine. And peace process or Istanbul talks are the clearest demonstrations of these efforts, I would say. And I think that it's not surprising that such a country like Finland, is calling Turkey about Ukrainian war, because Baltic states, especially Finland and the other Baltic states, are seeking alternative coalitions or alternative partners, and to build a coalition or a front against Russia, because they, given their population, military capacity, geography, etc., they are unable to, counterbalance Russia on their own, I would say. And this is also valid in the war on Ukraine, I would say. And also they acknowledge the central role of Turkey, both in European security and, of course, for the Ukrainian war. And that's why this phone call, especially for a country like Finland, very important in diplomatic efforts bringing peace in Ukraine, I would say.